What's up, motherfuckers? We're back with another episode of World 1-1 Podcast. Before we dig into it, let's hit the usual. All the great places you can and should find us, including at our home at Podbean at world11.podbean.com, all spelled out, all one word. iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, most recently to iHeartRadio as well. You should definitely check out all the phenomenal content going on our YouTube page, as well as give us a follow over on Twitch, where we live stream damn near everything. And make sure that you like the Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and hit up the Instagram thing. There. That's all of it. Nailed it. Got it. Fini. All right. With all the bullshit out the way, I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. Joining me this evening, off cam, is Kathy, Lord of the Stream.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not streaming tonight. I apologize.
That's all right. It's been a bit of an oddball week, so it's par for the course. It'll happen from time to time.
So I guess you can't really call me the Lord of the Stream when we're not streaming. It's more like I don't know. I'm too tired to even think.
Yes, I can. You still run the Twitch channel. That's your baby. So, and back from his disappointing weekend of not showing the hell up, Eddie Blackman V.
Hello, everybody.
And the lovely Josh the LeGroux.
Hello.
And Adele, we've cut her off.
Not soon enough.
Say hi, Adele.
What if I don't want to?
That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
God damn it.
So, this week, lots of news. Big week. It's motherfucking E3 week. We're through all the pressers, all the conferences. All that's left dwindling at this point is just the show floor and lots of gameplay videos coming in, but that's not entirely what we're here for. We're here to talk news. So this week we're skipping oh my god video games. We're getting straight to the motherfucking news desk. So where do we want to start? Eddie, you got a preference? You're usually the breakdown.
Well, we'll start with EA. Most of the main thing that we could probably talk about is Star Wars Fallen Order. That is Respawn's new game that they're talking about, their story-driven single-player game. What are your guys' thoughts on it? They did do a whole level gameplay, which is weird for Microsoft also, because they did cutscenes only for Microsoft. They didn't do another level. Right. But what are your thoughts for it?
Well, I reason being is, frankly, I don't look at how much EA didn't show this year. It was a real sparse show for EA, so they could take a couple things and just show a shit ton of those couple things. But Fallen Order at least looks sharp. I cannot get over the fact though that the droid in Fallen Order looks like Wally fucked a bird.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't fucking unsee it from the moment its head came out of the water and it hopped out. I'm like, it's a fucking bird Wally.
Yeah,
it's cute and adorable, and it looks legit good. I mean, I've never been one to get super pumped about Star Wars games, except there was a Star Wars announcement that came out this week that I am fucking pumped for. But it is not Fallen Order. Don't get me wrong, though, Fallen Order looks solid.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. I think it needs some more lightning. It still needs some more polish, because from the stream that I was watching, and it might have been YouTube stream, it looked kind of dark, like gray and dark. And I'm like, is this the stream or is this just
I don't know if
that's the brightness on your TV.
I don't know if the vertical slice what we got, like what we were looking at, like were we looking at like a beta build or a alpha build?
Yeah, pre-alpha.
Was it a beta? Yeah, so it's just pre-alpha. I mean,
pre-alpha.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, because I was wondering.
It looks like a pre-alpha. It'll probably come out okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be out this year. I
Yeah.
think like later on this
November
yeah,
15th. November 15th.
yeah. I was just looking at
I
it, I'm
only
just
remember
like,
it because my anniversary is the day after.
If we're looking at pre-alpha and that thing is out in November, you know we're going to be seeing headlines bitching about fucking
fresh
imposed
sign.
punch from EA. They're about to fucking come under fire for that shit.
Well, they'll probably stop their crush time in September, and that's my theory. They'll probably start like going like deep in on it. But Kathleen, did you get a chance to check it out?
No, honestly, I was waiting for one announcement, and it happened, and I didn't care about the rest of the E3 conference. I thought, who gives a shit? So I got my one announcement. And the only other thing I cared about was the Nintendo Direct. So that's kind of why I wasn't going to join tonight, because I really didn't watch much with E3. So I missed a lot of the presentations. I caught the one thing I was hoping for that we talked when we talked a few weeks ago. You know, there was that one game I was hoping to hear something about, and it came, and then the Nintendo, and that's about it. And I was satisfied. Let's just put it this way, after Nintendo's Direct.
Okay.
I didn't need any more. So we'll get to that, but
Yes.
yeah, I have no opinions. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's okay.
All right.
Did you guys want to run through Microsoft's real quick?
Let's get the rest of the brutality out of the way. Let's fucking talk Bethesda and Ubisoft, because what the ever loving fuckhead.
Okay.
Like,
So
Bethesda I didn't think was the worst, but holy shit, what the fuck happened with Ubisoft, especially coming off of what happened last year. Like, last year we were fucking on it.
Let's get into Bethesda real quick. So, Bethesda did showcase Elder Scrolls Blades for Nintendo Switch. That will be fall 2019. It's going to be free. Todd Howard did apologize about Fallout 76. somewhat apologized, but I'm just putting it as he came out and he's kind of apologized, standing out like that. But they did say Fallout 76 was getting more content, like the Raceland DLC. Not Mikami. Ghostwire Tokyo is a new game from Tango Gameworks, the company that made the Evil Within 2. Elder Scrolls Online is getting some more content. Commander Keen is making a comeback. I think that was a platform game on the PC. That was very historic. But this one is it's going to be a mobile game. The Elder Scrolls Legend is getting something with more dragons. Rage 2 is getting an update with some DLC. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot was kind of the only VR game there at this year's E3 that I know in anybody's conference. Wolfenstein Youngblood is coming out July 26th. That will be on Switch, Xbox, and PS4, and I believe PC. Go ahead. What you say there?
I was just saying we could have just wrapped that up and said it's on everything and called it a fucking day. So I will say I'm surprised that they managed to get Youngblood day and date for Switch this time.
They said that they was gonna do that last year when they first announced it.
Yeah.
So it's
I know they said it. I'm just impressed that they managed to hold to it.
Yeah, I think they're using Panic Button again. I think they're working with them to do
I'd
this.
be stunned if they weren't.
Yeah.
Panic knows their fucking shit.
Oh yeah, they do. Deathloop is a new IP that they're doing. This is a one-on-one kind of, I guess, story-based arena game. Don't fully know everything. It's one female versus one male. This is part of the black representation that was at E3. I was just like, oh, black people that Bethesda decided to make. Yay. Orion is their streaming technology. It's going to work on any engine. They'll probably give out more details about that later on. And they ended the show with Doom Eternal coming out November 22nd, also on everything. So that's all the games that they showed.
Did you guys see the battle mode for Doom Eternal? The trailer for that?
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Now that looks good.
Doom Eternal looks very doomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doom is, I think this Doom, like Doom Eternal, it looks like the arena is more bigger now. and
Right.
it's gonna be a little bit more faster. Because the regular Doom, it was fun to jump around, but it still felt like it wasn't big enough to move around. Like they didn't give you no options to go hog wild on enemies and stuff. So this one looks like they're adding a lot, and it's probably gonna be a fun game. But anything about Bethesda that you guys got to say? Any of the games? I can't say this before I hand it over. I'm sorry, everybody. Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm very interested in playing, and I feel like I know more about that game than Death Stranding.
Yeah, Ghostwire is really kind of the only one that super grabbed me. And the thing is like, I'm paying attention. Like, I'm not disinterested, but I'm not sold on it yet. Like, it hasn't full on hooked me. But there's enough there for me to kind of go, let's see some more and make a decision. So,
Yeah. Josh, anything about Bethesda?
The only thing that stuck out with me is that Fallout 76 is getting a battle royale mode.
Yeah, that one looks interesting.
It looks interesting because it's pulling a lot of what makes Fallout into the battle royale. So it's going to be interesting how they do it. It might actually be fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to the Rage 2 content, the Wolfenstein, Deathloop, and like Doom. Orion, like I gotta see more of that to see what they're trying to go about. But
yeah, that's going to be real weird to try and pull that off, especially with Microsoft's announcement and then with Stadia coming around. It's like, you really want to be like a single publisher trying to fucking compete in that? That just feels like it's going to end badly, but whatever. I suppose on the one hand, if anybody can pull it off, they're the ones that could manage any success with it between, having Doom under their belt as well as Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Like those have, or at least are on developing online ecosystems to where it could merit, but I don't know if it's enough. It's a weird choice. I'm like, man, you're a fucking publisher. Why are you trying to develop a platform? If you want to do that, just make a fucking Bethesda box and call it a day.
Yeah.
But to that end, the only other thing too is fuck Todd Howard, because at this point there is no such thing as an apology for Fallout 76 until he just comes out and there's a big banner that says Fallout 76 and he just walks on stage and says, "My bad, we done fucked up."
Yeah, a lot of people were mad at him. They feel like that apology.
How did that whole room just not go boo?
Because most half of the whole room was filled with Bethesda employees and the journalists in the back.
Not only that, but it's Todd Howard. He's made a lot of good with the goodwill with the community over the years.
Yeah, but
it's eroding quickly. He needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to they need to put a tourniquet on this like pretty fast.
They will when the new Elder Scrolls comes out.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that. But you're probably right, Kathleen.
Everyone's going to forget about it by then.
The new Elder Scrolls will come out and everybody will forget. I mean, let's be honest. That's
as
what
long as it's good.
Waiting for. That is what that is kind of like with the Nintendo, with all of us who are Nintendo fans and Zelda. When Breath of the Wild was finally announced and all that shit, we forgave them for everything. It'll be the same thing for Bethesda and for Todd Howard once the Elder Scrolls 6 is announced and we see that it's coming soon. So it'll happen. It's just, and then we'll all be playing that for like 12, 20, 40 years before we get Elder Scrolls 7. So
the question is, how many more appearances can Todd Howard keep rolling a nat 20 charisma?
Depending on how many people still can stand Randy Pitchford.
Yeah.
Wow. Ouch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, Eddie.
A lot of people.
Black and shade. I didn't think it got darker than Eddie, but apparently it did.
Wow.
Wow, Larry, you went there. Wow.
There we are.
Yep.
This.
Oh shit! All right, let's
but-
get into that fucking train wreck that Ubisoft put on. 'Cause God damn.
Okay, so I don't have all the notes for my Ubisoft stuff, but they
Ubisoft
showcased they started off with the Assassin's Creed Symphony that will be coming for their World Tour, so you guys can check that website for tour dates. They showed off Watch Dogs Legions. They also showed off Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They showed off Tom Clancy Elite Squad, which is going to be a mobile game. Ghost Recon Rainbow Six. I guess they're going to have more content because they were talking about that sport. But they also showed the Rainbow Six carotene. I think of it. Carotene. It's going to be a 3-player co-op game. They showed off Mystic Quest, which is going to be a TV show exclusive to Apple TV. They mentioned new stuff that's coming to The Division. It's going to be in 3 episode parts, so you guys can check out what those episodes are going to be. They also announced that the Division movie is going to be directed by David Lynch, and it will be on Netflix because that's who they partner with. They showcased a new game called Gods and Monsters, and Just Dance has hit 20 years. So
damn.
Yeah, so
still coming out on the Wii.
It is still coming out on the Wii.
Just Dance 2020 on the Wii.
I can buy Just Dance 2020 for my Wii.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh
it's
God.
It's not. It wasn't 20 years. It was 10 years. I apologize.
Oh God, I was gonna say, damn, I didn't think it was around that long.
Yeah.
About to
We were
say
playing
that.
on the Super Nintendo.
I was thinking of the 2020. That's why. So that they also showed one of their new IPs, Roller Champions. So you guys can also check it out. Yeah.
God damn, that looks fun. I
think you could sign up, or you could play the beta on PC.
Yeah, they had the beta for like 4 days this week, and I haven't gotten to touch it. I've been busy, but it looks fucking fun. I kind of want to check it out. Like it's got somewhere like a roller derby, Rocket League kind of vibe going on, and I can get behind this idea. So,
the last thing that I can mention about it, Uplay Plus is gonna be like their streaming service, and it's also gonna be on Stadia. So what it is that you pay $15 a month and you get to play all of Ubisoft's games on PC. I think with Stadia, my assumption with Stadia is that if you get Stadia and you get Uplay Plus, that's gonna be $25 per month because you still have to use Stadia streaming service in order to use Uplay Plus. So you could do it off just Ubisoft's website. I believe that's the thing, or you can do it to Stadia. So that's more money if you want to pay for that.
Yeah, and Uplay Plus isn't so much a streaming service as it is more like Game Pass or EA Access.
Yeah, it's their Google's platform, I would say, to play. But see that was the weird thing about Stadia.
I thought service,
but see, and that's the weird thing. I thought that everything that was going to be on Stadia you could play for free. Like you pay that $10 a month, and all the games that come on that's on that platform you could play for free. But it seems that the only one Ubisoft game you can play for free, I'm assuming, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Everything else you have to get through Uplay Plus, or you have to outright buy the game, which doesn't make sense on why they're going to use Stadia to buy games. Why people could just own the console version of it, or buy it on PC or do Steam or Epic Game Store and just stream it there. So
apparently maybe they want to play it on their cell phone. I don't know anymore, but yeah. So I'm gonna jump in here because I got feelings about Ubisoft's show, and they mainly boil down to what the fuck was that? Like half their show was nothing video game. Like, why did I get a symphony performance, a fucking trailer for a TV show that's only coming to Apple TV, and then them talking about a fucking Netflix movie? Like, this is all shit we could have pushed out and we could have crammed in some more games to balance out the fucking barrage of Tom Clancy that isn't Splinter Cell.
Which
So
half
much
of their
wasted time and space.
half of their conference was the Tom Clancy stuff.
Yeah, but it
Like-
wasn't Splinter Cell. It's a fucking waste. Like, seriously, we need to stop bringing Rainbow Six Siege into these conferences. It's like 3-4 years deep. We get it. It exists. It's still going. Good for you. Now talk about something I haven't seen yet. That's
What-
why we're here.
That's the thing about Ubisoft. They never have nothing really new to talk about.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
no.
it fucking shows. God,
Right.
it shows. I mean, last year was a fucking banner year for them. All they had to do was just repeat it. Like, you could have broken that up if you just thrown me some new Rayman even. Shit. I'd have went with that. That's okay with me.
Wow.
Just like
Wow.
throw Rayman somewhere between all the Tom Clancy to break it up and we're good. But damn it, it was just too fucking much. And it all looks, feels, and smells the same. It's literally too much of the same fucking thing. Just brutal.
yeah. I mean, Gods and Monsters looked interesting. I think that was the only thing that came out of the conference that everybody thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, I'm
It would have been
oh,
great
go
if
ahead.
more than 30 seconds on it, though. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, Josh.
No, I'm fine. I was
Oh,
just, I was just gonna say no. I was just my headset was all weird. I'm good. Go ahead.
Oh, no. What's your opinion about Ubisoft? I didn't hear from you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. I think they had a decent conference. They just do what they normally did, and we heard that they're delaying. What was that? Skull and Bones or whatever that
Yeah.
they're delaying that, and I'm thinking they're trying to fit everything in the right time to launch. And I do feel that a lot of the developers this year, they don't have very much because they're working on next gen titles and for next year, and they just don't want to show them now.
But
So
they didn't
we're not
show-
going to see a lot.
Yeah, but it felt like they didn't show enough of the stuff that's supposed to be.
I
out,
know
like,
they
this year,
always do that
which is-
though.
Yeah, and
They'll show something. They'll show one thing and they'll show it like they did like that that Skull and Bones. They showed that 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they show a ton of it, and then this year they're just like, "Oh, we're delaying that another whatever."
Yeah,
So
they-
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Beyond,
no,
yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2, they said they showed the stream of it last week, but it was just like, it wasn't no gameplay. It was like cutscenes. So I don't know what the state of that game is. They could have showed something more from Starlink. I know they're trying to move away from it, but they stated that they got more content coming from
Yeah.
Starlink.
Like
So-
that would have been another great way to break up some of that bullshit this year.
Right.
And they just fucking dropped the ball.
Oh,
Like you've got variety in the bank, just use it.
when they added also that For Honor was getting a new DLC also, like some Ghost stuff. But yeah, Ubisoft was, I don't know. Yeah, Ubisoft need to change their whole format. I think literally to me personally, I think they need to start making Tom Clancy games at least for a year, and like really do something on their own. Like bring some new fresh IPs, because right now it's just like you said, Larry, it's the same thing every year, and it's just
Yeah.
like there's no innovation, there's no wow for new IPs, and the new IPs that do come out, like they really don't promote them. They throw them out and then that's it. Cause like I would love to see like Child of Light and like some of their indie style games that they were doing. I would love to see that, but they didn't do none of that. So. Which leads us into Square Enix. So Square Enix showed off Final Fantasy VII Remake. The first episode is coming in March 3rd of 2020. So you guys can check that out. They also showed off Dragon Quest S for Switch. They showed off Trials of Mana that's coming. No, they didn't show Trials of Mana. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They show Collection of Mana. Trials of Mana they showed in the Nintendo Direct. But they got the Collection of Mana that's available now that you guys can check out. They also announced Final Fantasy VIII remaster. The new game from People Can Fly, Outriders, is coming. They Final Fantasy 14 is getting new DLC called Shadowbringers. They're also doing an update to Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, one of their mobile games. They ended the show with Marvel Avengers, and that's not looking too hot. Also,
It's an alpha build too.
Yeah, they were just there's a story out there that said because of that game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance got a little bit more credibility to it. Like people are showing more love to it than Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers caught some serious fucking flack.
Yeah, but I mean, Square Enix really had I think Square Enix had a better showing than last year. And they're also doing Circuit Race Super Racer or Superstar, something like that. That's one of their indie games that they're working on trying to publish. So that was like one of the new games that they showed off. But any thoughts about Square Enix, anybody?
I think they need to fucking figure out and lock down a game plan with this Final Fantasy VII thing. One of the bits of news that came out this week that I just looked at, like, Square Enix has no idea how many episodes Final Fantasy VII Remake will be. I'm like, wow.
I'm surprised they even put a date on the first one.
Lock it down.
Yeah, Josh, I agree with you.
Because if they don't even know how many episodes, how long are they going to be releasing this for?
Yeah, no, I clearly don't know.
I think by the time this E3 was supposed to happen, I think the second episode was supposed to be out or happening. But because they delayed it since the original developers who were working on it, since they took it away from them and had to restart everything almost all over and put it on Unreal Engine, I really don't know. I think my assumption is 6 episodes, and I have a feeling that each episode is going to be $30 because they got to recoup a lot of that cost.
That's going to be a damn expensive remake to finish getting to play through.
It'll be hundreds of hours, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the collection with the cloud on the motorcycle, I think that's $160. And I think the other collection is like $100. And I think that only includes just like all the stuff you'll collect, or like toys, books, artwork, and music, and then you'll get the game. But I think that's only just for that one season, one episode. So I mean,
okay.
To me, I'm not getting it when it comes out. I think I'm gonna wait till everything is out, and then once everything is out, I'll pay the money, go pay it in full. Because I feel like even if episode 1 does sell on PS4, like it does big, I feel like they're gonna I think they're probably gonna abandon the project. I don't think they're gonna finish Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII Remake getting half-lifed.
Right. Oh, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is also getting a new DLC called Remind. And I think this is going to deal with Organization 13, some of the backstory characters. So
I'm surprised they're doing that as DLC and not just putting in another like offshoot game somewhere. Lord knows there's not 5 billion enough of those.
Yeah. Limited Run and Devolver Digital also did press conferences, but I did not watch them. So
Pressers of the show.
So
winner,
you guys,
winner.
You guys can watch them. They got a lot. Uh, well, you know,
Wow.
I think because Bethesda was happening, I think I didn't. There wasn't no tweet out for Devolver Digital, so I didn't get the chance to see it. So I'll have to go back and watch it.
Limited Run was running at the same time as something else, but Devolver I don't believe was. So let's tackle. I want to get LRG out of the way first because Limited Run for the last 3 years running has been my fucking show of the show. Limited Run had actually some really solid stuff coming up. They did announce with Heavy Heart that the platform that started it all for them, the PS Vita, they are doing their final run of Vita games. They're already printed. Orders are going up, and because they're already printed, unlike their usual, as soon as it's ordered, it is shipped. It's on its way out.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
So, but the reign of Vita has come to an end for with Limited Run games. It's finally officially being put to bed. But they did roll out and let everybody know what the last few Vita games on the slate are going to be. They also announced physical edition for a game that I had not seen before. I'm really curious because I didn't see a platform listed for it either, and I haven't gotten a chance to do some digging, but it looked cool as shit. A game called Hover, kind of looks like Jet Grind Radio. I was like, ooh, that's caught my eye. I'm gonna need some more of that in my life. Yes, please.
Did that one have a TBA? I think one of them had a to be announced.
Yeah, it may have been Hover. So other highlights from Limited Run. Real Mist Masterpiece Edition coming to Switch. Yeah, bring it. So,
is that the Mist games?
It's Mist 1. It is the Real Mist. It's the version. It was called Real Mist Masterpiece Edition. So it's kind of like the penultimate version of Mist that it was ever released, because there was like a half dozen different versions of Mist that got rolled out over the decades. This is kind of like the pinnacle, all the bells and whistles version coming to Switch, and I will totally pay money out the wallet to have somebody stuff a 30-year-old game of Mist into my eye holes again. So I'll happily take that wallet rape because I'm a fucking whore. God, what? No, shit, there was something else. Why did my brain go blank for a second?
I think
Transistor. Fucking Transistor's coming.
Yep.
There's
Is that on
box.
Switch?
Yeah, I believe so. But I know if not, it's gonna be because they're releasing it on Switch.
Switch and PS4.
Yeah. And there's a big box collector's edition coming too. Pre-orders for that go up at the beginning of next month, in July. So get your fucking wallets ready, boys and girls. It's happening. I am so pumped for that big. I don't even know what's in the big box yet, but I saw the big box. I'm like, yep, no, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it. So, few other odds and ends coming out from LRG.
I think they're doing the Gardens Between.
Are they?
I think so.
I'm looking at the list right now. I don't see that on the list.
Yeah, I didn't see Gardens Between.
I know that, but the game is getting a physical, and I thought Limited Run is doing it. Or I wonder if someone else is doing it then.
It's probably somebody else because it's turned into its own little industry of indie physical. But that's so Limited Run though had a phenomenal one more thing moment though, and I shared it with you guys in the So
and they actually list them, man.
Get pumped for the Star Wars Definitive Collection, like a dozen of the finest old school Star Wars games. One pack all together, and at this point, nothing else matters because it's got motherfucking Episode 1 Pod Racer.
Yeah, it's actually 13 games.
I was close. It's
a
big
you were.
Dozen. I'm still right then. Ha!
I mean, stuff from the NES, the Game Boy, PC,
You gotta
PS4.
pull up, rattle off that list, because fuck, it's impressive.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. It's Star Wars for the NES and Game Boy, Star Wars Bounty Hunter for the PS4, Star Wars Dark Forces for PC, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, Star Wars Racer Revenge, Star Wars Rebel Assault, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, the one from the PC and the N64,
Mm-hmm.
and Star Wars TIE Fighter and Star Wars X-Wing. Those two are what I've been waiting for a long time because I have those. But I mean, I would love them to be re-released because those are awesome games. And like people have not played them, those are good. All of these are good.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Forces
Yeah,
especially. That's like a great game.
It's just a spanktacular collection coming.
Yeah.
So
Now, they didn't say anything like these they're not like one collection, are they?
yeah, it's one collection, dude. All 13, one collection.
Okay.
Like, how does that not make every nerd jizz their pants?
And they do say it's starting June 28th with Star Wars Bounty Hunter and Star Wars for the Game Boy. And they're going to be re-releasing them in elaborate collector's edition packages every month.
Oh, maybe they are breaking them out. My understanding or my impression from what they showed was that it was going to be one big pack.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that from on their website, but
Interesting.
it would be smart to do them so you could pick and choose what you want.
Yeah. No, I could see that. I got to get my hands on Pod Racer. That's all I need. Just give me Pod Racer. I need Pod Racer 64 on my Switch. That is
I just take them all. I don't know. Just take them all.
I'll take a big box collector's edition of Pod Racer, whatever the hell they pack in it. That's what I need, please. Thank you. So, but yeah, that was some of the highlights from Limited Run. They had a few other things in there. The only one in there that kind of puzzled me that I don't have info on and I want more on is Hover. That grabbed my attention in a big way.
It says here it's for PS4, but
oh, sad. I can see it though, but yeah, no, it's got that Righteous Jet Grind radio look, and I could live with more of that in my life. So let's hop over to Devolver for a minute. So aside from the fact that Devolver's games just keep getting more outrageous and better every year, you can't talk Devolver without talking about the insane pageantry of their show. They totally went off the rail again this year and pulled a hard fucking 180 from whatever the hell you expected you were going to get going off the last 2 years. And so this year they sat there and they riffed the Nintendo approach to E3 and went with the Direct instead. And it was direct from inside Nina Struthers' comatose brain. Just phenomenal. I can't begin to do it any justice, so I can only tell you need to watch this. It's 20 minutes of unadulterated joy. But they showed some great stuff games-wise. My friend Pedro looks fucking awesome. I have no idea why the banana's in the logo, and I don't care because it relates to nothing. But there it is, and it looks like a just great time of action hilarity.
It's probably like a mascot kind of thing.
It has to be.
Yeah.
So, there you go, Eddie. Josh found your answer. Gardens Between is getting physical from Super Rare Games.
Okay.
So there it is. The other game that was a big standout to me personally is their new reverse horror game, Carry On. Looks fucking awesome. You play this like mutant flesh thing that
that looked really good.
It looks so phenomenal. Like, when can I have this? I must
No, I didn't
put
see
the
that one. What's
carry-on
that one?
inside my body.
Yeah, so Carry On, the way they did it, like this little alien thing was in this man, and then the man exploded, and then the Carry On was like speaking to the female, the host.
Nina
and
Struthers,
it's,
yeah.
Yes, so you play as this like alien kind of monster,
Thing,
and
yeah.
and your goal is to attack the scientists and other people that's in there. Your goal is to eat them up and progress
Oh.
further, so you can
That's cool.
set
But
traps
dude,
and stuff.
The character movement looks so cool. Like, it's just tendrils like reaching out to walls and floors and shit.
Because it's I think it's Sprite / 3D base. I think
It's
2.5
very
base,
2D,
like that.
and it's gorgeous pixel art too.
Yeah.
It looks spectacular. I cannot wait to get my hands on fucking Carry On. God, it's not going to happen soon enough. And then of course the final epic highlight of Devolver Digital this year, their newest innovation that you can actually have this time is their new they are bootlegging and ripping off their own games and selling you bootlegs of their own games at a discount. So, amongst other things, you can get your hands on the likes of Shakedown Milwaukee, Enter the Gun Dungeon,
Nice.
and all at a spectacular, unprecedented 1% discount. Ta-da!
Yeah. Also,
Just marketing geniuses right there. A+. Give every one of those assholes a raise.
also they showed off the Messenger DLC.
Oh yeah, the Picnic Panic.
Picnic Panic. That looks really, really good. Look really, really funny too.
It does, and it'll be great as soon as I get my copy of the Messenger in the mail.
Yeah, I haven't got mine either.
So,
Because I think it's free DLC. I think.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe so, yeah. Yep.
So, I was reminded today though, we still haven't gotten the what is it, the Wolf Blitz or whatever the fuck that ridiculous mech game that they said they were bringing out last year. That still hasn't shown up and materialized. Where the fuck is that, please?
Oh, Mechanical Wolf or something like that. Oh
yeah. So that needs to kind of come around, because that's been a year and I still don't have it.
I wonder if they're trying to finish localizing it and doing the remaster, like, because they're probably just working on it still, getting it ready.
It'd be nice to have a date, but what are you gonna do? So that's the glory that is Devolver Digital. I'm gonna say here's a great place to take a break, and then we're gonna get into the big two this year, because Sony stepped out.
Well, before we go on break, Larry, you guys can watch the PC Gaming Show. Also, they had a lot of great games, really, really good games, and they did a fantastic show. This show, Man Eater, and the girl, yeah, and the women, the lady they had last year, she was back again, and she had a shark costume on, and so they showed more off the game. They called it a shark PG, and it looks so good. It looks so funny. They actually show who the villain is in the game. So everybody, I do say go watch the PC Gaming if you want to see more. It's pretty much everybody want that game now. Like, that was one of the highlights of the PC Gaming Show.
That was the highlight last year.
Yeah, but this one, some of the PC games that they showed were coming to Xbox One, PS4, and Switch. And so they announced those games because they had never been, they're like newly been announced for the first time, and they were including other consoles. So there were that's added games that was coming to the other.
Right on. All right, so here's a great place to say break. All right, we're back. We're gonna dig into the last two major pressers of E3 this week. That's where the real meat and potatoes was this year. was between Microsoft and Nintendo. So let's kick it off with Microsoft. Eddie, give us the breakdown on the shakedown.
Okay, well, I'm going to get into some of the big things before we get into the games. So Double Fine is now part of Microsoft Studios. So you guys will be able to play second. You're right. You guys will be able to play Psychonauts 2 only on Xbox and through Game Pass. They also announced Game Pass Ultimate, where you can play Game Pass on Windows 10, Xbox One. And you can cross over games, and you get Xbox Live Gold per month for $14.99. If you just want Xbox Game Pass on PC, you can do that. It'll be $10 a month. Right now, you can sign up for the beta, and everybody will get for the PC version Halo Reach and the Master Chief Collection. So that is coming there. They also officially announced their new console titled Project Scarlet.
Yep.
So that is going to be their new system. You guys could check out more for any details of that. We'll probably hear more about that in next E3. So just be checking out Inside Xbox and any other news. But we didn't get a full reveal of how the box is actually going to look or the design of it, but that was kind of exciting to see.
It's probably going to be somewhat rectangular.
Yes. So
I imagine it will probably have a port to plug in an HDMI cord, as well as if they're feeling really bold, they may even include a spot where you can plug in a power cable.
Yeah. Who knows?
I just hope they have a handle. I just want a handle on it.
Like the GameCube.
Yeah, no fucking lie. Bring that shit back.
I'm sorry.
With
I
the
want a
streaming
console
world,
that I can carry with me wherever I go.
Yes.
Amen. That's what the Switch is missing.
That's
Why
what
is there
the
not a
Switch
handle
is-
on the top?
Because you can put it in the case and carry it.
No.
Yeah.
Why would I want to take an extra step to put something in the case? I want to pick that shit up and go.
So you don't ruin it.
Hey,
Anyways.
it's Xbox. Those things are supposed to be so powerful and so strong and all this other shit.
Now, to be fair, the original Xbox, you could like fucking river dance on that motherfucker and it would
That
still
is
work.
Yeah.
true. That
Yeah.
is true.
That
yes.
thing was a goddamn tank.
You could murder somebody with that.
Oh, I know.
Easy. And then you can plug it back in and play.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Why does it remind me of like the boxes from Double Dragon on how you throw it on the enemy and it'll hit them
Oh,
over?
yeah.
Because it was about that big.
Yeah. Just throw that at them and just see them fall into a pit.
Oh, man. Those were the
So-
good old days.
And
They
what
took
else?
all
They
that
got
durability from the original Xbox and they just packed it into the power brick on the
Ooh.
Xbox 360.
Right.
Because God knows you couldn't sneeze around a 360 without it like shredding a disc.
Well,
You looked at it funny and it fucking died.
Well, we're gonna get into the game. So, Outer Worlds, they show more of that. That's coming out October 25th. That's by Obsidian Entertainment. Another one of
Sharp.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
I'm digging.
it
I'm
does
I like
have-
that.
it did have some Bioshock feels to it, but I
Yeah.
like this. It feels like more refined. I was really digging that. Bleeding Edge is coming out June 20. No, Bleeding Edge is the new game from Ninja Theory. This is a 4x4 multiplayer online fighting melee game. The combat designer is from DMC Devil May Cry, the game that Ninja Theory also did. You guys can also sign up for alpha for June 25th. I've been reading reports and hearing people talk about it. They said it's really good. Like the combat is so smooth and so fun.
Mhm.
So
Real slick.
I can't help but look at Bleeding Edge and go, man, this is the game that nobody wanted from Ninja Theory.
dude, everybody
Well-
some people got mad because some people got mad for some unknown reason, and then the Anarchy Reign started trending on Twitter about it, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, I'm lost on all
Twitter-
of this.
Well, Twitter has just become a toxic playground of crap.
Yeah.
It's terrible now.
So-
That's no fucking lie. Let me tell you what. But no, I'm bamboozled at this because like Ninja Theory does so much just phenomenal, refined stuff, and then fucking.
Well, might be
But-
really good. It's a niche game that they haven't done before. I think that
but
sometimes
man,
these studios
Overwatch
get
has that market on lock already.
But
Oh,
see,
yeah, I
Overwatch,
know.
but this is the thing between Bleeding Edge and Overwatch. That Bleeding Edge is an action style fighting game. You have to know how to play an action style fighting game with the dialed in combos, the air attacks, the dash and
You're right.
stuff. You don't have that in Overwatch. In Overwatch, you have a certain member in the class who could do offense or defense, and that's the only two things. And they use only one type of weapon or a special attack. That's all they do in Overwatch. Like when I was looking at it, it looked like ARMS to me, like their version of ARMS.
I don't know. It didn't grab me. I was just like, man, you came off a Hellblade and you went
But
hero.
But I think it's
They've
good
also
because
spinning up more
go
than
ahead,
one
Josh.
team. No, I from what I heard is after they were acquired by Microsoft, they're spinning up like more than one team to make games. So obviously this was a game that they were making, and
Yeah.
it's a passion project for them. I'm sure that they really wanted just to do something different, and being acquired by Microsoft gives them the chance to do it.
Right, and
No.
people got to understand that Ninja Theory started out as an action style developer with heavily
Right.
sword edge
Enslaved.
Enslaved.
Did they do Enslaved?
Yeah, it's the DMC Devil May Cry. Like, you know them more for their action than you know them for their stories and their production. Hellblade just happens to be something very completely different from them that wasn't combat focused, but it dealt with something that the industry wasn't really doing at the time. So you can't be like, okay, Ninja Theory found their one game. So now they need to stick to that. No, Ninja Theory has 4 games out. They are good at what they do, and they already said we got another game in the works, but we can't talk about it. So, like, how many people have talked about Ninja Theory, about their story stuff, their narrative stuff, before Hellblade? Not many people do. People
Mhm.
got mad about DMC Devil May Cry on how it looked, but if you play Devil May Cry, the story and the combat is super good.
Mhm.
And
I
Ninja
agree.
Theory,
Yeah.
and Ninja Theory don't get the recognition for that. So, but
Right.
we're gonna go to Ori and the Will of the Wisp. This is coming out February 11th, 2020. They showed kind of like some boss rush modes. Well, not boss rush modes, but like you running away from the bosses, some of these big enemies. Very detailed, looks beautiful, like literally phenomenal. Minecraft Dungeons is coming in spring of 2020.
You're
It
gonna
is
skip
also
over the fact that they finally put a date on Ori.
yeah, I said February 11th, 2020.
Did you?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Did he? Okay.
And in
Wake
our
up.
chat, I said it too.
I was busy being excited because Ori finally.
Yeah. Minecraft Dungeons is coming out in spring 2020, and they'll also be on Nintendo Switch, so there might be crossplay there.
Looks good, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does. It really does.
Yep.
Star Wars Fallen Order. They showed another trailer of that.
Mhm.
Blair Witch is coming
Yep.
out August
What
30th.
What the
On Game
act-
Pass.
Now, before we go on, did anyone think that this was going to be Alan Wake 2? Because I had
It
Alan
did.
Wake
Yes,
5.
I absolutely said that when I was watching it. I said it's, but then it wasn't Remedy, so I'm like, this is not, because Remedy owns that. And I'm like, well, this is not that.
No,
I
Remedy
really
doesn't.
want it to be Alan Wake 2, though.
No, Microsoft owns Alan Wake. Remedy does.
Do they?
Yep.
I don't know if they.
Sure, because it was out on like everything.
Yeah, Alan Wake is it's a Microsoft product. Remedy does not
Yeah,
own.
well, they published it, but Remedy owns IP, I think.
Nope. Microsoft owns
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
it. hmm Why do you think? Yeah, because if you read why they always say that why Alan Wake 2 is not out and why Remedy responds to it, they said you have to go talk to Microsoft. They own the IP.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little bamboozling considering Alan Wake was on like fucking everything.
It was only on Xbox 360 and Steam.
And PC.
Was it? What am I
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
of that was on everything that was in that same genre?
No,
There was something.
Nope.
Nope.
Gonna drive me nuts now.
Microsoft put because when they lost the music rights to it, Microsoft had to take it
Yeah,
off the
they
store.
had to
couldn't
re-get
sell it.
they had to re-get the rights.
Right.
Yeah.
But now that the music license thing got situated, it's back on the store so people can buy it now.
Right.
So, so yeah, Blair Witch, August 30th. The same day that Astral Chain comes out, and I'll be buying that instead of Blair Witch.
Who in the bowels of fucking Microsoft said, I have an idea. Remember that movie that was like kind of popular but wasn't that great from 20 years ago? Let's make a game out of that.
I mean,
I was a independent developer, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even see anything. Go ahead.
It looks good, but it's just like that Alan Wake vibe. I'm like, ooh, Microsoft. If y'all say Alan Wake 2, y'all got a good win ahead of y'all. Y'all got some good love.
No, you got Blair Witch.
All right.
It probably was dirt cheap to get that IP.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Cyberpunk 2077 is going to have Keanu Reeves, and it actually got a release date of April 16, 2020.
That's
is
what
real.
I was hoping for.
Keanu Reeves wins the internet.
Pretty much. You're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking.
And in that moment, the baton was passed from Chuck Norris to Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm not mad at Keanu Reeves. He is living his life. He's getting it good. I like, come on, Keanu. Do what you do. Do your best stuff. Spiritfarer. This is a 2D kind of animated game. It looks like it has some Metroid / sim building style to it. This is another black protagonist. I know Larry.
Why you gotta make it a race thing, Eddie?
Because the character was black. Like I said, black representation was at E3. We just didn't get normal white guys in video games. And plus, Larry probably was looking at it, and I'm surprised you didn't make no comments about stuff with that game.
That's got to be the new Suda 51 game, the follow-up to the whole No More Heroes saga. Is No More White Guys.
No more white guys.
I could see him making that game, too. That's not that far of a reach for Suda.
Exactly. So, they showed off Battletoads. RPG Time, The Legend of Right. They did an indie montage. The message. They showed off Flight Simulator coming out for Xbox One and Windows 10. Age of Empires 2 Definitive is coming.
Remake. Yep.
Yeah.
PC.
It's coming this fall for PC. It's going to be on Game Pass also.
Sure, for the PC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now my thing is, why can't we play that on Xbox with a mouse and keyboard? But because you can hook it up.
Yeah, because they're not. This one is only for Game Pass on PC. They're not putting it on console. Game Pass.
I know.
So, Wasteland 3 was kind of a funny trailer, but that's coming out. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. It's coming out 2020. They're going to have all 9 movies into one game. Project Dragon Ball came out to be Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's coming out 2020. It looks like they're going back to the 3D area fighting game.
It's like action RPG kind of thing.
It
looks cool as shit.
It does, but I think I got to see more of it to get a better understanding, because that trailer,
definitely want to see more of it. It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just want to see more of the trailer. I mean, more of the game of it. They also showed a top-down indie game called 12 Minutes. It's like a suspenseful thriller. And you got to see how this time loop happens in the game. It looks kind of cool.
That caught my eye.
Yeah, it did.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not entirely sure what to make of it, but I'm definitely interested. It's got that weird twist to it that just kind of makes me go, there's potential there. Can they execute on it?
There is a story out there. I think it's on Game Informer, talking about how the time loop works in that game. So if you guys want to check it out, look. I mean, it's a game that I want to buy. I was really into it. Way to the Woods is a game where you control a deer and you're trying to find your way back to the woods. It looks really nice. Nice animation. Everybody should really check it out.
Deer Simulator.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. It looks like it's gonna have a bomb relaxing soundtrack, and I'm like, oh, I hope they do, because I'm gonna end up buying it. Gears 5 is September 10th. There's also going to be their new mode called Escape, where you release some poisonous gas and you have to escape the building or the area while fighting monsters. If you get caught up, you end up automatically dying. So
that actually looked kind of cool.
Yes.
But most importantly, Gears 5, you can play as a motherfucking Terminator.
Yeah, so they have a Terminator DLC pack. Yes. So
that fucking Terminator chainsaw gun looks kind of righteous, actually.
That came out of nowhere, though. I'm like,
I'm like, who's
huh?
sitting around at Microsoft's office going, you know what? We've got this super macho game that we've been rolling with for like 10 years now, and it's got nothing to do. But you know what would be fucking cool? Somebody call up fucking Terminator. Let's throw a Terminator in it. We have no idea how we're going to connect these two dots, but it should be.
Exactly.
Hey, if Mortal Kombat can bring in Jason and Freddy, it doesn't surprise me that other games can do that type of shit.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. And I found out Spawn is coming out.
I ain't mad. I'm just like...
I didn't say you were mad.
I'm just scratching my head trying to figure out where that conversation happened, how it started, and how it got to there.
Isn't Kratos in Mortal Kombat 10?
Yeah, I think he's a DLC character. I don't know.
For Sony, yeah. They also showed the Elite 2 controller, where you can pre-order that for $180. They showed more of Dying Light 2. And that's all. That's a game they also showed at Square Enix press conference. Square is doing the publishing for it. Forza Horizon 4 is getting a Lego expansion June 12th, so it is available. You guys can check that out now. Gears Pop is a mobile game. They show some off of that. State of Decay 2 Heartland is a DLC for that game. Phantasy Star Online 2 is going to be on Xbox One now.
Fucking time.
And it's been reported that it's coming to it's going to be everywhere.
Other platforms.
Platforms. I don't know if it's coming
to
everybody,
Switch. My life is over.
I don't know if it's coming to Switch, but if it does, everybody is probably going to be hopping on it, and there's probably going to be some crossplay between Microsoft and Nintendo. We don't know anything of it's coming to Sony, but since Nintendo's getting DC Online, it's a possibility Phantasy Star Online 2 could be hitting the West. So
you don't understand how much of my life I lost to PSO on the GameCube.
And it's already on the Japanese Switch, so.
Yeah. Well, Japan's had fucking PSO 2 for like a decade, and we've just been sitting here twiddling our thumbs, screaming, begging, and pleading, and it's fallen on deaf ears for how long?
Yes.
So
Crossfire X is coming out 2020. I really don't know what this game is about. Tale of Arise.
I'm gonna hold you up there because that connects to PSO 2. Actually, this is a fucking weird one for Microsoft and Microsoft. Crossfire X. Yeah. So there's a correlation here, and it's not exactly what you think. It's more to do with how they rolled this shit out. So PSO has been out of the limelight, at least in the States, for what, 12 years, give or take.
Yeah.
You know, and that's being generous. But PSO2 and PSO just in general never went away over in the East. It's still, you know, tremendous.
Yes.
Because PSO2 has been going, like I said, for like 10 fucking years, and it's just never made its way here, but it's still gangbusters over there. Crossfire X is kind of the same fucking deal. Like it's a big fucking game. It's a big deal over there, and nobody here knows a goddamn thing about it. And the problem is that Microsoft rolled both of these out damn near back to back, but didn't explain shit. PSO you can almost get away with that because
Sega.
it's been here before,
Mhm.
but even still, it's been so long that the people that are looking at it now, for the most part, are like,
Oh,
I don't
nobody
know what the
knows.
fuck this is.
Yeah, no new gamers remember it. I mean,
Yeah,
Dreamcast is where I played mine on,
right.
and that was I want to say it was even earlier than 20. I mean, I'm thinking it's like 2000.
Yeah,
Like
that's
2000, 2001, I think.
It's like a long time ago.
Yeah.
that's a solid like 18
20
to 20
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's a whole generation and a half of people that are rolling in that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about here, and they opted to literally explain nothing. And they did the same thing with Crossfire X, which is a huge online game overseas. Here, nobody has a fucking clue, and that trailer didn't tell you a damn thing either. Like,
Right.
you needed to roll out some gameplay for both of those.
Yeah,
And
because
they
I see
didn't.
somebody. Yeah, I seen somebody happy for it, and I'm like, I've never heard of this game, and I don't know
Right.
what it's about. So, yeah. So, like I said, Tales of Arise, Borderlands 3 is coming out September 13th. Elden Ring is a game from Software and George R.R. Martin, and that's for all the games that they showed
I'm
at
trying to
Microsoft
figure out if I'm
E3.
interested in Elden Ring.
Nobody
not.
nobody has any clue what it's going to be like.
Yeah, it's such a
It's from Software, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a Souls game.
Right.
Probably. Yep.
Fine.
Exactly.
I'm gonna backpedal real quick because you brushed right past it though. Can we talk? I'm just gonna throw out there. I'm so ready to bust some fucking skulls with this new Battletoads. I was so happy to see gameplay.
I don't like the art style.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I'm still trying to figure out where I fall in the art style. It was not an immediate love.
No.
Yeah.
I don't hate it by any means.
You got to see more of it.
Yeah. I feel like I need to actually get it in my hands to make a judgment. But just that at a glance on the art style, I don't know.
I think like
It could go either way.
It needs some shading, like some black,
Yeah,
some
something
black
was
lines.
missing.
Yeah, because it's just like I'm like I understand what it is. I'm gonna end up buying it. I'm gonna play it, but I think I talked about it enough. Just like the art style, just like there's something about this art style that's not making it look good.
Right, something's missing.
Maybe it's not shaded correctly or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But we didn't get no dates, so they might still be working on it.
I know.
Of course. Yeah, of course they are.
So
That's my hope. But you
Yeah.
know, overall not Microsoft had one more thing that was actually like weird, unexpected crossover that totally just had me over the moon was the new fucking Forza Horizon 4 Lego DLC.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how great does that shit look?
it looks really good, and you know they're turning part of the game into Lego World, so it looks really good.
Like Forza Horizon is my wife's thing. It's just not normally my cup of tea, but man, I want to play the shit out of this now.
Wait, did you have Game Pass, Larry?
I did briefly just to play Rime, and I held on to it a little longer to dink with a few other things, but I let it go.
Okay. Yeah, the Horizon 4 is really, really good.
It looks it, so It'll make its way into my household eventually. So,
Yes.
but yeah, I was a little surprised that that's where they stopped with Forza though. Like no actual new Forza announcement this year.
They're holding off for the new console.
That's a weird one for me.
We're gonna get Forza
8
or whatever.
Sorry, everybody. I ended too quickly. Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
also, they showed. Yeah, they showed a little bit more of the game.
No, they didn't. They showed a cutscene.
They showed a cutscene, and then part of it looked like it was going in.
Yeah, it stopped right before you were about to get to anything in game, really. Yeah. But I mean, Halo looks like Halo.
It looks again, finally.
Right.
They're pulling it back after 4 and 5. I think I liked 4, and
I really liked 4.
Yeah, I liked 4, but 5, I didn't. They weren't focusing as on Chief enough. I mean,
no, that whole squad thing lost me.
You know what? I wasn't mad about 5. I really like. I like 5. I like 4 and 5. I agree with you guys. I didn't mind the story. 5 just looks really good, like cutscene, and I think just like being in the environment and stuff. And like the game looks really detailed.
Well, it looks good, but yeah.
But it just didn't. Yeah.
Right.
The whole character of Locke, and they like pitted that to be way different than it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be like this epic battle between them, which.
Yeah. No, that was beyond disappointing.
Yeah. Now, in this first one, I just want to see them take a gun to Locke's head and be done with it, and then we move on. Yep.
Wow.
Or he goes off and does his own thing, and that's maybe another game,
never
like a spin-off game.
Again, please.
Like maybe there's a spin-off game like ODST or something. He just goes and does his own thing,
Well, that's why I was kind of weird about this Halo Infinite. I don't know if it's going to go back to be a level-based or it's going to be kind of open world.
Like an open world, like a hub world?
Yeah, because of how they showed it off with the Slip Space engine. I think that's the name of it. I don't know if they was using that just for to show off their new engine. And that stuff is not going to actually be in the game. So it's kind of weird. It's like kind of disconnected, but I'm excited for Halo Infinite.
I'm excited it's launching with Scarlet, and that's first time.
That's a big deal for them.
Yeah.
And everybody, that would be holiday 2020.
Yep.
So, should we get into Nintendo?
Let's get her. Let's get after her. Come on.
Okay. So, Dragon Quest is going to be in Smash. It will be available in summer 2019. You guys can play the... Sorry about that. You guys will be able to play the hero from past Dragon Quest games and Dragon Quest 11. So happy they got the hero from Dragon Quest 8. That's the best hero to me. With that, they also talked a little bit more about Dragon Quest 11S. He's gonna have expanded storylines. You can speed through battles and travel to past Dragon Quest worlds. And that game will be out September 27th. They're broken down Luigi's Mansion 3, where they introduce Gooigi. A partner that like this goo version of Luigi who can get through pipes and stuff. But if he touches water, he kind of melts and just dissipates. Mario and the crew have been invited to a spooky hotel. You'll be using the new Postal Gus G00. They introduced Slint, where you can slam ghosts to the ground. You can do suction shot, which you can hit something with a plunger and pull the string. You'll also have burst. It's a wind move to push back ghosts that surround you or to give you height to jump over. If you get another
Swiss Army vacuum,
pretty much, yeah. If you get a Gooigi can be controlled by another player. They also introduced Scare Scraper mode, which is going to be online local multiplayer mode, and it will be out available 2019. It's still not dated. They also showed off the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance tactics by 2019. Link's Awakening is coming out September 20th.
Go backwards here. What in the actual fuck? Who saw the Dark Crystal game coming? That was so far out of left field.
Well, they're making that new series on Netflix.
Right.
So it's kind of like, I'm thinking that this is going to kind of invigorate it supposedly. So
Yeah,
I mean,
but I mean-
it did kind of come out of left field.
But on top of that too, who the fuck, like, as a child, did anybody watch The Dark Crystal and think, man, this needs to be a video game, and when it needs to be fucking a strategy game,
No.
like a tactics game?
Like,
Like,
I never thought a Muppet game would be turned into a video game.
oh no, I can see just Dark Crystal is a tactics game, kind of befuddles me. So, but I mean, there it is. Good on them.
Yeah, good on them.
Like, fuck yeah, there's no such thing as enough Muppets in your life, ever.
They show more of Link's Awakening. That's coming out September 20th. You get to create your own dungeons, and they also introduce a new Link mode, which would be the Link in Link's Awakening remake. So he looks cute, and everybody is going crazy over it.
Especially because of the Amiibo.
I was gonna say, Kathy, you getting that hot new Link amiibo?
Oh, she might have fell asleep.
She may have. She's gone mute. So.
Okay.
Oh,
there she is.
Of course, I'm getting the Link amiibo. Why wouldn't I not get the Link?
You better
amiibo?
pre-order. You better pre-order them.
Amiibo comes out, I get it. So yeah.
Better
And
pre-order
it's
'em, they're selling.
adorable. It's a cute amiibo.
Yeah, he is like super adorable. I don't know. They didn't announce any release date for that one for the Link.
No,
amiibo,
but they're
but
saying
I'm
you better
assuming
pre-order them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna probably come out when the game comes out.
I'm
I-
sure.
Yeah.
I can't see
Yeah.
it not.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they actually have it like as a combo pack, kind of like with the
Yeah.
Twilight
Yeah.
Princess when they had the wolf.
Oh
amiibo.
yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
and we'll talk about the collections that the UK is getting.
I was gonna say, Kathy, you
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
import
not
that?
happy with the UK.
Are you importing? I did. That's how I got my Legacy Edition for Samus
Yeah.
Returns.
Yeah.
That's
Just
what I'm gonna
import
have to
that
do
bitch.
because I'm like jealous as all
You can't
hell.
pre-order it yet though. That's the only
No.
problem. The collector's edition.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So, Trials of Mana they showed. This is the remake of Secret of Mana 2, the one game that didn't come here. And anyone who has the collection is the third game in the Mana series. It didn't really get an official name in America. This is called the Secret of Mana 2. But Trials of Mana is the official name for it now. And that'll be early 2020. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is coming into Switch 2019. Everything is going to be on one cart, and it's going to be on a 32 gigabyte cart. So
Yep.
guys
And you
will
know
have that.
downloading needed.
Thank
Yes.
God.
So
But that's a straight up miracle
Yeah, no
that it's
shit.
running on the Switch. I mean, it's running at, I think in handheld at 540p and then
Yeah.
720p when it's docked.
yes,
But still, it's a straight up miracle. It's running on the Switch, I think.
Does anybody know who fucking handled that port? Because Jesus,
I
it
think
starts with
they
an
said,
S.
yeah, they said it. I'll look it up if I can here.
like that's
Yeah.
that
And there-
had to have been a just monster to take on.
And I think there's going to be patches to have it run a little bit better and up-res it, because I haven't seen it in motion yet. So,
Well, yeah.
like, I haven't heard no one talk about gameplay. A lot of people, some people, older adults have been saying who own the game already. They was just like they're happy that it's coming to Switch, but they're not going to get it. And I'm buying it for the third time. Because I feel like I want to show CD Projekt Red that we would love to have your games on a Nintendo platform.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for Cyberpunk 2077 because at this point in time, nothing about Cyberpunk is enticing me. I will get it and play it, but I'm like, I need to see actual gameplay and not all these cutscenes that you guys are showing from the game.
Right.
So, they showed off more of Fire Emblem 3 Houses coming July 26th. Resident Evil 5 and 6 is coming in the fall of 2019. So right now we would have Resident Evil 0, the remake. We have 4 through 6. on it, and we just don't. Only thing that we don't have is like Code Veronica, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 7. They have 7 streaming in Japan, but they don't have it here in America.
Right.
They showed off No More Heroes 3. That's coming out in 2020.
Yep.
Contra Rogue Corp is coming September 24th, 2019. It's a 4-player shoot 'em up. You could be able to play local and online. Also available is the Contra Collection. It's now on eShop for $19.99.
Side note, we're gonna pause you there real quick. Shout out to Kathy. She totally rocked out some Contra 1 on our Twitch channel just the other day. And if you missed it, you can find that World 1-1 plays of Contra with Kathy up on our spectacular YouTube channel.
That was fun to play that game again. Oh my god.
I was kind of giving Kathy some grief. I was just like, now you can play without the Contra code. But she's just like, I said I was playing it with like my childhood. I was just like, oh, you did say that. Never mind.
Did you ever hear the Konami Code song, by the way?
Yes, I heard the Konami Code song. Yes.
Eddie, have I sent it to you or Josh?
Yes, she did.
So.
I don't think
But
I've heard it. Yeah.
Kathy,
I'll dig it up. I'll send it to you. It's phenomenal.
I think, Kathy, you're good enough to run to that game without.
I wasn't, only because my controllers suck, okay? I had a hell of a time trying to input that Konami code because my up button kept hitting, like, registering either multiple ups or just shit was happening. But, man, I forgot how much fun that game is. But, you know, here's what I'm going to say about this, and we'll move on. I didn't realize how short that game was. Okay,
right.
I completed it in 45 minutes, and that was with a few continues. Back in the day, it felt like that game you were playing it for hours. But I think that really shows how far we've come with video games. Where video games you only played for like an hour, and then you went on your day. I mean, now we're playing like 4, 5, 10, 20 hours in a row.
100.
It got so big.
Yeah.
And you gotta recognize that the arcade versions, when they came to the Nintendo versions, were always longer. Because if definitely with Konami, if you look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game I think has like 6 or 7 levels, while the Nintendo version has 10. Because they had levels in it that wasn't in the arcade version.
Exactly. So.
Right.
But I do recommend picking up the Contra collection because it even has some of the it has the original arcade version. It has some of the original Japanese version of Contra. So you get a good variety and a little bit. You get to see the differences between the different games for the different consoles.
I want because everybody. It's been years since Contra actually for the NES has actually been on the console.
Oh my god, it's been way too long.
Yeah, the only way that you could play it was on the NES.
Yeah.
I'm still boycotting it.
Problem emulating it. That's why.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just ever since the Virtual Console came to the Wii, it was like, when are we getting Contra? And it was like, why is it taking so freaking long?
Problems emulating it. Yeah. It didn't work right on the emulators they used.
Yeah, but it worked right.
They got it now.
Time. They got it, and it was as hella fun as I remember it. So.
Yes.
Good game.
So yes, Daemon X Machina is coming out September 13th. It looks really good, a little bit more polished. Panzer Dragoon
remake.
What in the actual fuck?
No one asked for it again. No one asked for it.
This is a remake of the Sega Saturn version. It's coming out winter of this year. You guys got to look at the reactions. People have been going crazy. Sega, I'm gonna give this one thing to Sega. They have been on point with this E3. Not only are we getting Phantasy Star Online 2, we're getting this Panzer Dragoon remake, and Alien Isolation is coming to Switch.
Yep.
And everybody loved Alien Isolation.
Mm-hmm. Damn Skippy.
So good job, Sega. Oh, and also Mario Sonic at the Olympics. So that'll sell Game Busters because the last two did on Wii U. So Pokemon Sword and Shield, November 15th, they introduced the Water type gym leader, Nessa. So you guys could check that one out. Astral Chain coming out August 30th. Check out Treehouse Live for more gameplay of that. Game looks gorgeous. It looks really, really good.
God,
you
that
guys
game
watch
looks
the-
fucked up awesome.
Did you watch the trailer for the story?
Uh-huh.
They have a
Yes.
story trailer. It's really good. I think it's going to be great. So
Yes. Empire of Sin is 2020. This is from John Romero's studio.
Did this grab anybody? I've got
No.
like weird mixed feelings about this.
I
And
first
like,
thought it
eh.
was. I first thought it was Mafia.
Yeah, like Mafia or Godfather or something.
Yeah. I'm willing to try it next year. A lot of people are intrigued to see what it is, so a lot of people are going to pick it up next year. So I mean, I'll get it just to see what it's about and report back on it.
oh yeah, I'll try it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance 3 is coming out July 19th. They showed off some new characters. Sorry about that. They also talked about the expansion packs that's going to be that you guys could buy now. You can pre-order it. It's going to have the Marvel Knights, the X-Men, and Fantastic Four, and that expansion pack will be available fall of 2019. They announced Cadence of Hyrule coming out June 13th, so you guys can check that out now. People have been having a blast. It's been like really good.
I'm going to interject on Cadence real quick.
Go ahead.
The side note, worthwhile detail here. If you are on the fence about getting Cadence of Hyrule and you have not checked out Crypto the Necrodancer yet,
Get it?
yeah, well, not just get it, but get Crypto the Necrodancer now because it is on sale for $4
Yeah, that's what I was about to. I was going to interject if you didn't, Larry.
I just picked it up and I started twiddling with it the other day, and I've got to spend a little more time getting my head around it. But what I've played of it, I really like.
Yeah.
It's fucking clever.
Yeah.
So it feels like a rhythm-based Binding of Isaac.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
So, like, if that's your jam, then you should be on this. But even if you are not gonna grab Cadence of Hyrule, for God's sakes, for the $4, that's $2 plus $2, you can find that in like couch cushions. Get Crypt of the Necrodancer for the $4.
Yes.
I mean, that's a steep discount on that game too.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
Like, God damn. Which, again, that's the other thing, too, is, man, Cadence of Hyrule is a little salty. Like, that price tag is a little, But, I mean...
It's got Zelda.
Oh, I know. You're paying a licensing fee absolutely straight up, but...
A lot of people say it's worth it.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that's a
little more than you thought?
Yeah, got a little sticker shocked.
Well, we'll see if we ever get a physical and how many people will scoop that up. More money, more money, more money. So
actually, that's a weird question. Are there other Zelda games that didn't get physical at all?
I don't think so.
Mm.
I can't think of any that didn't get physical.
I can't either. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, I wonder if that's gonna be
even Hyrule Warriors was physical.
Oh yeah.
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 I don't think there. Even the CDIs were physical.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just. I wonder if this is going to be the first Zelda game that you can't buy off the shelf in the store.
I think because it's not actually coming from Nintendo, it's not really kind of like Nintendo's product in a sense, but it's a
like it is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird fucking limbo to figure out.
So, because I think they would have to go through Nintendo and if they want to sell it, if they want to do that. So, But Mario Sonic at the Olympics is coming out in November 2019. Animal Crossing New Horizon got delayed to March 20th, 2020. Uh, uh, Spyro, they did a montage thing, so Spyro Trilogy is coming September 3rd. Hollow Knight Silk Song is coming soon. Nino Kuni is coming September 20th. That was a big surprise. I mentioned Minecraft Dungeons and Elder Scrolls Blades. My Friend Pedro is June 20th. Doom Eternal coming soon. I mentioned The Sinking City is coming in fall 2019. I watched the trailer of it. I don't remember this game being announced. I'm assuming this is the first time. Yeah, I think this is the first time it got announced and stuff. Watching the trailer, it still didn't tell me anything about it, but it looks really cool. I mentioned Wolfenstein Youngblood, July 26th. Dead by Daylight, September 24th. Alien Isolation, 2019. Dead by Daylight, you need to get is a get.
That's what I'm definitely going to get for Halloween.
Nice.
Because that one is going to be my Halloween scare-a-thon thing for streaming. Because
nice.
I'm going to be freaking out. Like, yay! But anyhow.
Yeah.
That
Resident
Final Fantasy.
Sorry.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, Wizards of the Sheer, Dragon Quest Builders 2, July 12th, Stranger Things 3, July 4th, Just Dance 2020, November 5th, Catan, June 20th. Super Lucky's Tale is new Super Lucky's Tale is coming out fall 2019. So this is another Microsoft game that's coming to Switch. So Dauntless is coming late 2019. You can check out Treehouse Live for that one. Super Mario Maker June 28th. Banjo-Kazooie is coming to Smash fall 2019. Of course, they used the Donkey Kong the Donkey Kong thing and
the what?
The DK crew.
You know how they?
Okay. I was like, I thought you were referring to the Duck Hunt dog. I'm like, that's not Donkey Kong.
No, that was funny as shit. That was great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So. Yep.
And last but not least,
Kathy, you want this one?
No, I'll let Eddie go with it because I'm just gonna fangirl over here.
I think that means you should take this one.
Oh my gosh. So totally unexpected. The last thing, of course, I know, Larry, you were so hoping for a Metroid Prime 4 update or something, or Metroid Prime trilogies. I think that's what everybody was expecting. But Nintendo being Nintendo, they totally fucking blew it out of the water. Last thing, they gave us a preview trailer for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the sequel, and oh my god, I hate Nintendo because it's going to take 4, 5, 10 years before that game comes out.
Yeah,
I don't think it will.
And they may restart a couple times.
I think there's going to be a fast turnaround on this.
Yeah,
I think this is going to get the Majora's Mask.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering, because since they're using the same engine and everything, but this is kind of, from what I'm looking at, this is exactly what I think a lot of us Nintendo Zelda fans were wanting. When they had the DLC content come out, we wanted to see what happened after, when Zelda and Link went on to went on after defeating Calamity Ganon, and this looks like this is going to be that answer. So it just my God. I've done nothing but watch, of course, the Zelda fanboys have been putting out analysis videos of the trailer, and I've just been watching them over and over again, trying to figure out every little detail, trying to figure out what the story is going to be.
Well,
I just can't wrap my hands around it. But God damn it, Nintendo, how Nintendo just knows how to end their directs. I'm sorry. And Larry, I am sorry there was no Metroid stuff, but damn it.
I shouldn't get my hopes up, but I am, because it has that look like it's got some link to Twilight Princess.
Well, that's what I was thinking too, and that's been a lot of the things that it looks like.
People have been saying,
with the green and stuff, it looks very much like Midna. But it's Gerudo text, and that was one thing, is if those green swirls actually formed Gerudo letters. they were trying to figure out what it spelled, but because Nintendo just doesn't put anything in without a purpose, but nobody could figure it out because it didn't format the letters fully. So obviously there's something going on.
Well,
But man, when that Ganon skeleton shook and looked over and the red eyes, I was like, ah!
but this is the thing about it. I feel like just this trailer alone hit so many genres, and those genres hit so many people. Like, it has horror, it has adventure, it has action. Like, it just did something. Like, what? First you realize, what is going on? What is this thing? Because it could have been Metroid Prime. Because of the glowing thing.
The glow in the beginning made me think, okay, Metroid. But then the minute I saw the weird shapes, I'm like, oh my god, it's a Zelda thing.
When I seen the purple goop come, I'm like, Zelda?
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I could think of, right? Or that goop could have been like, oh, because it could have been still Metroid Prime and the formation of Mother Brain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, they could have went crazy with this, and I think folks would have lost their mind. But I think Nintendo was smart to go with it. Yeah, just the music was weird because they were just like, it sounded like stuff was being rewounded, having that rewind, that backward effect, and I was just like, this is creepy.
Well,
this is
you know what
weird.
it is? Did you see any videos? Because it's actually the ending theme to the original Legend of Zelda in reverse. So, after you defeat Ganon and it starts playing, it's actually taking that theme and reversing a few of the notes.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's why it's got that weird, creepy vibe. But yeah, they went back to the original Legend of Zelda, and yeah, the ending scroll for the after you beat the game, they reversed some of the notes and put that in there. It's just creep. Yeah, it has that creep factor. Okay, and I'm just gonna say it. I love Zelda's new haircut. Finally getting rid of the long hair. It gives me hope that she's gonna be a playable character. But
yeah, it has the Studio Ghibli feel to it.
It just
so
again, for a Zelda fangirl as much as I am, oh my god.
But can I tell you, Kathleen, the one bad thing about this is that I don't want to see nothing else. Like, I don't want to see another trailer of Zelda until it's ready. So.
Oh, yeah, because after the Breath of the Wild, the way they kept dragging that out, that got old.
I mean, it didn't get old. I think people were still tuning in to see what else is in this game that they could pinpoint, they could find out and take away from it. And I just feel like, hey, take your time with Luma. Link's Awakening is out. Okay, you guys are done. Focus on what this is going to be, because I don't think it's going to be. I don't know where they're going to go with this, and that's what I kind of love. This one's just like everything is up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has theories, and I love everybody having theories. Some might be right, some might be wrong. Who knows? But do it when you guys are ready, because already now there's just too much on our plate, and we don't need to have Zelda on our plate at this moment. Let that still cook. So
no, well, but Nintendo knows how.
Oh yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. That was just enough to get us all going. And
that was enough to win E3.
What?
I said that was enough to win E3 for a lot of people.
Oh, I was done. I'll admit, I was done with E3. I saw that, and I'm like, that's it. I don't care anything else about E3. I just had my E3 is done.
Well, if you think about it, Zelda had a banner year this year too. That's fucking 3 games they had on the docket for Nintendo's presser.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And Zelda is probably one of the most beloved game series, even though we have all these other ones. Yes, and there's other games that people are excited about. Zelda's probably the one game that everybody that Nintendo knows will get those reactions. So
yeah, But everybody, that is E3. There were
Yeah.
some additional games announced before E3 and during Treehouse Live. So you guys, if you want to, you can check it out. But E3 is over with, and that is our wrap up. That's our discussion about it here on World 1.
Amen. So we're gonna wrap here. Big shout out, big thank you to all my partners in crime, Eddie V, Josh LeGroux, Kathy. Thank you all for stopping in. Adele was here earlier.
Oh, but before we go, everybody, what was your one game of the show?
What got your boner hard? So
I don't have that ability, so.
you get lady boner. That's a thing. So, but yeah, no. Let us know somewhere in the comments on Twitter, on Facebook. Hit us up. That being said, want to shout out real quick, let everybody know some of the cool stuff that we've got going on to look forward to that's been going up both on our Twitch channel and our YouTube channel. Kathy and I this past weekend did the first piece of The Blind Leading the Dumb with Shadow Complex. And,
the blind leading the dumb?
Yeah, Dumb Leading the Blind. There you go. We're getting there. I'm going, woo. Anyways, so it is. But in any case, we'll be getting the rest of that, hopefully finishing that out in possibly July or August when she's back to visit. But then we also jumped in and hit our regular schedule, Dumb Leading the Blind, on Monday as well, starting BioShock, which is fantastic. You can find all that up on our YouTube channel. We've also got new episodes of Sights and Strats with Dylan. Just wrapped up World 1-1 Plays AM2R, so that's all up on the YouTube channel now. We also started up World 1-1 Plays Euphoria. That's going to be kind of my late night evening jam on our Twitch channel, and then those are going to get reposted and moved over to YouTube later. So if you're not up, in the middle of the fucking night like I am, you can still catch all the RTS super chill goodness that is Euphoria on World 1-1 Plays. Also with AM2R done, we're going to be starting up Hollow Knight. Actually should be later today now. So somewhere about the time that this episode is going up, I should be streaming Hollow Knight for a little while before work today. So that's a thing to look forward to. Other than that, let's see, what other goodness do we have going on? Oh, new episode of Doctor Who Dis is going up. Should be up by the time you hear this or see this as well. So make sure you peep that. This week we're looking at season 1, episode 3, The Unquiet Dead, and let me tell you, it's a good one. Most importantly, because the stiffs are getting lively.
Yep.
So, but other than that, that's a good
Command prompt.
Command prompt. Thank you.
Oh,
I knew there was another. I'm an asshole. Shoot me.
No, I forgot too.
Josh forgot because he ran out of RAM.
Yeah, I need a boot disk here. Getting tired.
So, but yeah, Josh working through the dig on command prompt. You guys should definitely check that out. Old school PC gaming on old school PC hardware. So, but yeah, let's wrap it here, and we'll be back next week with another fantastic episode of World 1-1 Podcast. Everybody say good night, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night, Chris. And we'll see you guys next time on World 1 Podcast. Bye.
Peace.